The breakfast food most seniors trust every morning may be the exact thing quietly pushing their cholesterol into dangerous territory. After age 60 for many seniors over 60, breakfast feels like the safest meal of the day. It's familiar, comfortable, quick, and usually built around foods people have trusted for decades. But what surprises many older adults is that some of the most common breakfast choices in America today are no longer affecting the body the same way they once did. As the body ages, cholesterol regulation changes. Metabolism slows down, blood vessels become more sensitive to inflammation, and foods that seem harmless on the surface can begin creating problems quietly in the background, especially when eaten every single morning for years. What makes this even more concerning is that many heavily processed breakfast foods are marketed as healthy, low-fat, high-energy, or heart-friendly, despite containing refined carbohydrates, added sugars, processed oils, and ingredients that may negatively affect cholesterol balance over time. Today we're taking a closer look at why one incredibly popular breakfast food may be causing more harm than many seniors realize, and the hidden effects it can have on heart health, energy levels, and long-term wellness after age 60. Point 1. One of the biggest problems with many processed breakfast foods is how quickly they turn into sugar inside the body. Foods like sweetened cereals, flavored instant oatmeal, packaged muffins, toaster pastries, and certain breakfast bars are often made with highly refined carbohydrates. Even when they don't taste extremely sweet, the body may still process them very rapidly. This can cause blood sugar spikes that place stress on the body's insulin response. Over time, frequent spikes may contribute to unhealthy cholesterol patterns, including higher triglycerides and lower HDL cholesterol levels. For seniors, these changes can quietly increase cardiovascular risk without creating immediate symptoms people notice day to day. Point 2. Another issue is that many popular breakfast foods are designed to be addictive rather than satisfying. Manufacturers often combine sugar, salt, refined flour, and processed fats in ways that keep people hungry again shortly after eating. Seniors may notice they feel tired, shaky, or hungry only a couple hours after breakfast, leading to more snacking throughout the day. That cycle can make weight management more difficult and place additional strain on cholesterol control. And because these foods are so normalized in American culture, many people never stop to question whether their quick breakfast is actually supporting long-term health. Point 3. Many processed breakfast foods also contain very little natural fiber. Even when the packaging claims they are made with whole grains, fiber plays a major role in helping the body manage cholesterol levels because it supports digestion and may help remove excess cholesterol from the body over time. But highly processed cereals, frozen waffles, sweet pastries, and white bread products often leave people feeling full only temporarily. Without enough fiber, blood sugar tends to rise faster. Cravings return sooner and overeating later in the day becomes more likely. For seniors over 60, this pattern can slowly contribute to higher cholesterol and increased inflammation. Without realizing, breakfast may be part of the problem. Point 4. One reason these breakfast foods can be misleading is because many are marketed with health-focused labels. Words like multigrain, heart-healthy, light, low-fat, or made with oats can create the impression that a product is automatically good for the body. But in reality, some of these products still contain large amounts of added sugar, processed oils, sodium, and refined starches. Seniors trying to make healthier choices may unknowingly trust marketing more than the actual nutrition label. And over the course of years, that daily habit may quietly affect cholesterol balance, blood pressure, and overall heart health. Point 5. Another concern is how processed breakfast foods may contribute to chronic inflammation. As people age, the body naturally becomes more sensitive to inflammatory stress. Diets high in ultra-processed foods have been associated with increased inflammation markers in some studies, particularly when combined with sedentary lifestyles or existing health conditions. Chronic inflammation has been linked to cardiovascular disease, circulation problems, and metabolic issues that become more common after age 60. While breakfast alone is not the only factor, consistently starting the day with highly processed foods may make it harder for the body to maintain balance over time. 0.6 portion sizes are another hidden problem many seniors overlook. A bowl of cereal or a packaged breakfast item may appear small, but some products contain far more sugar and refined carbohydrates than people realize. In many cases, the serving size listed on the box is much smaller than what most people actually eat. That means someone may unknowingly consume double or triple the intended amount every morning. Over time, these extra calories and sugar loads may contribute to weight gain, higher triglycerides, and worsening cholesterol profiles, especially when combined with reduced physical activity later in life. 7. Many seniors also experience slower metabolism and lower muscle mass as they age, making protein even more important in the morning. Unfortunately, a large number of processed breakfast foods are very low in quality protein. Without enough protein, people often feel less satisfied after eating and may experience more energy crashes throughout the day. A breakfast heavily based on refined carbs without balanced protein may lead to stronger hunger signals later on, increasing the likelihood of unhealthy snacking and unstable blood sugar levels. This repeated cycle may indirectly affect cholesterol management and long-term cardiovascular health. 8. Convenience is another reason these foods remain so common. Many seniors prefer quick breakfasts because they are easy to prepare, affordable, and familiar. But convenience foods are often designed for shelf life and mass production rather than optimal nutrition. Some frozen breakfast sandwiches, pastries, flavored yogurts, and instant breakfast products contain preservatives, added sweeteners, and processed ingredients that can accumulate in the diet over time, while eating them occasionally is unlikely to cause major harm on its own. Relying on them every single morning for years may gradually impact overall health in ways people do not immediately connect. Back to breakfast. 9. What makes this topic especially important is that cholesterol problems often develop silently. Many people feel completely normal, while cholesterol levels slowly rise over time. There may be no pain, no obvious symptoms, and no clear warning signs, until more serious cardiovascular issues eventually appear. That's why daily habits matter so much after age 60. Small changes repeated consistently can either support heart health or slowly work against it, and for many seniors, simply becoming more aware of what's really inside. Common breakfast foods may be one of the most important first steps toward making healthier long-term choices. Then, another important factor that often gets overlooked is how breakfast habits influence the rest of the day's eating pattern. When seniors start the morning with a high sugar, low fiber, and low protein meal, it can affect appetite regulation for hours afterward. Blood sugar tends to rise quickly and then drop more sharply, which may lead to stronger cravings for quick energy foods like snacks, sweets, or refined carbohydrates later in the day. Over time, this pattern can quietly increase total daily calorie intake without people fully realizing it. For cholesterol health, this matters because repeated high intake of refined carbs and unhealthy fats throughout the day can contribute to higher triglyceride levels and less favorable lipid balance. The breakfast choice, therefore, doesn't just affect the morning, it can shape the entire nutritional pattern of the day. At the end of the day, the most important takeaway is awareness. After age 60 small, daily breakfast choices can gradually influence cholesterol, energy, and long-term heart health. More than people often realize,